Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. When did that happen to Elizabeth and Jack Dutton in 1923 Season 2? 1923 Season 2, Episode 4, Journey the Rivers of Iron, finally contains a positive development for Elizabeth Strafford, Michelle Randolph, who threatened to leave the ranch for good. In 1923 Season 2, Episode 1, Elizabeth is confronted by a mountain lion on the porch, highlighting winter's ominous and deadly threat. Things worsen for Jack's Darren Mann, wife in Episode 2 when a rabid wolf bites Elizabeth, forcing her to get shots in her stomach from Cara Dutton, Helen Mirren, and Dr. Miller, Mark Denary. However, the unwelcome shots likely saved Elizabeth's life, opening her up to a new and exciting development. Some terrible things have happened to Elizabeth Strafford on the Dutton Ranch, and her streak of bad luck dates back to 1923 Season 1. Just as she was supposed to wed Jack, her sweetheart had to take the cattle up the mountain. Then, as the Dutton family goes into town, Elizabeth is caught in the crossfire of Banner Creighton's Jerome Flynn attack. Worst of all, the expecting mother lost her baby, leading to a conversation with Jack about whether she could ever conceive a child again. 1923 Season 2 finally has good news for Elizabeth, revealing she is pregnant again. While we don't know how far along Elizabeth is yet, it's safe to say that she got pregnant early in 1923 Season 2 or even earlier, perhaps between seasons. In 1923 Season 2's premiere, the Dutton family is amid a chilling and unforgiving winter. Elizabeth isn't showing her pregnancy, so she can't be that far along. We know this from getting a close-up of her stomach in 1923 Season 2, Episode 2, The Rapist is Winter, as Dr. Miller gives Elizabeth her first rabies shot. Therefore, it makes sense that Elizabeth's pregnancy is a relatively new development. It's safe to say that Elizabeth is not as far along as she was during her first pregnancy. Elizabeth reveals she is pregnant to Jack in 1923 Season 1, Episode 6, One Ocean Closer to Destiny. Elizabeth knows her body is making a baby because of the signs she is experiencing, such as missing her period and feeling nauseous. In the Season 1 scene, Elizabeth is similarly not too far along, not yet touting a baby bump. Therefore, if Elizabeth hasn't experienced the same signs that tipped her off the first time, she could be even earlier in her pregnancy. 1923 Season 2's timeline is moving relatively slowly, with little time passing between episodes, perhaps a few days or weeks at most for each character. While it's a bit harder to gauge time at the ranch, this timeline is displayed in Alex, Julia Schlattfer, and Spencer Dutton's, Brandon Sklenar, journeys as they take the harrowing legs of their trips one by one. Only a few days, or about a week, passes between updates of each 1923 character, with sometimes much less time passing. Another good timeline reference is Tiona Rainwater's, Amina Neve's, story, where a day passes between each update. In 1923 Season 2, Episode 1, Tiona accompanies Pete Plentyclouds, Jeremy Ghana, on a hunting trip. In Episode 2, Tiona and Pete return, explaining that they stayed the night. Thus, sometimes only days pass between 1923 Season 2 episodes. Therefore, stories outside Jack and Elizabeth's indicate 1923 Season 2's entire timeline can't have been more than a few weeks. Considering how early Elizabeth is in her pregnancy, coupled with 1923 Season 2's short timeline, and not to mention their separation and subsequent quarrel, Elizabeth and Jack probably conceived their child before Season 2 kicked off. Now that they are expecting another child, John Dutton Tew, Dabney Coleman, could likely be Jack and Elizabeth's baby. We met the character in a flashback in Yellowstone Season 2, Episode 10, Sins of the Father, when John Dutton, i.e., Kevin Costner, and his father ride horses on John Dutton Tew's last earthly morning. While much about the Dutton family tree is concrete, Taylor Sheridan has yet to reveal how John Dutton IV and his father relate to the rest of their ancestors. That said, 1923 is poised to fill in the blanks. Yellowstone fans' biggest clue about how the mystery might shake out is that Kevin Costner's character is a fifth-generation rancher. That makes John too a fourth-generation rancher. Spencer's father, James Dutton, Tim McGraw, was first-generation, Spencer was second-gen, and Jack, John I's son, was third-gen, so John he was either Jack's son or Spencer's grandson. With Alexandra of Sussex and Elizabeth pregnant in 1923 Season 2, Taylor Sheridan isn't making John Dutton II's parents easy to deduce. Still, there's a great chance that John Ty is Elizabeth's child, making John Dutton II quite old in his Yellowstone flashback. In the expansive narrative of 1923, the journey of Elizabeth Strafford and Jack Dutton unfolds against a backdrop of relentless challenges and fleeting joys. Their story, woven into the fabric of the Dutton family's legacy, is a testament to love's resilience amidst adversity. A love tested by hardship. Elizabeth and Jack's relationship has been a cornerstone of the series, embodying youthful passion and commitment. Their union, however, has not been without trials. In the first season, their anticipated wedding was postponed due to unforeseen circumstances, setting a precedent for the obstacles they would face. The couple's resilience was further tested when Elizabeth suffered a miscarriage after a violent attack orchestrated by Banner Creighton, casting a shadow over their dreams of starting a family. Screen Rayent, confronting the wild. The second season intensifies the couple's struggles. In the premiere episode, Elizabeth encounters a mountain lion on the ranch's porch, a harrowing experience that underscores the ever-present dangers of their environment. This incident is swiftly followed by an attack from a rabid wolf, resulting in a bite that necessitates a painful series of rabies vaccinations administered by Dr. Miller and Cara Dutton. These back-to-back threats amplify Elizabeth's growing apprehension about life on the ranch. Suolidier. A fractured resolve. The cumulative effect of these traumatic events leads Elizabeth to question her future on the Dutton Ranch. Overwhelmed by the constant peril and the recent loss of her unborn child, she contemplates leaving for Boston, seeking solace away from the relentless hardships of ranch life. This decision places a strain on her relationship with Jack, who feels an unwavering duty to his family's legacy, highlighting the profound personal conflicts that arise from their circumstances. SOAPNTRAO. A glimmer of hope. Amidst the turmoil, a beacon of hope emerges. In Episode 4, titled Journey the Rivers of Iron, Elizabeth discovers she is pregnant. This revelation brings a renewed sense of purpose and joy to the couple, offering a potential path to healing and unity. The news is met with elation by the Dutton family, symbolizing a possible continuation of their lineage and a respite from their recent sorrows. POPLECOM. The uncertain path ahead. While the pregnancy injects optimism into Elizabeth and Jack's narrative, the future remains uncertain. The Dutton family continues to face external threats, particularly from adversaries like Donald Whitfield, whose ambitions jeopardize the very existence of the ranch. Elizabeth and Jack must navigate these dangers, balancing their personal aspirations with the overarching struggle to preserve their way of life. Conclusion. The saga of Elizabeth and Jack Dutton in 1923 Season 2 encapsulates the enduring human spirit amidst relentless adversity. Their journey reflects the complexities of love, duty, and survival in a world fraught with challenges. As the series progresses, viewers remain invested in their fate, hopeful that their resilience will lead to a legacy of strength and unity for the Dutton family.